Good morning slash evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Podcast Club. Today we're going to be doing a tier list of various fast food joints that actually exist in Canada. So let's get into it. I'm pretty sure you guys know everyone here, so let's get to it.
Yeah, so I think we can just go from left to right, and we have 5 tiers today. We have literally drooling all over my table, delectable, decent, not poggers, and would rather eat a solid brick. So I guess we can start with Popeyes. How does everyone feel about that?
Popeyes is the saltiest thing I've ever tasted.
I feel like Popeyes is very underrated. I think
They
that
have
actually,
good
as fried chicken goes, I actually like Popeyes. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna give. I personally am gonna vouch for delectable, but I think I might be in the minority in this case.
First of all, I'm just gonna say, like at the forefront, I am not gonna say most things. I'm not gonna be able to input any opinion except for McDonald's, Burger King, and the Poutineery. That's it. That's the only fast foods that I've eaten in Canada. I haven't eaten KFC, Taco Bell, A&W. Never eaten none of those. So I'll be quiet for most of the video.
When it comes to those, you'll be the expert. We'll refer to your opinion.
Nope, actually.
I literally had Popeyes this summer, and the fries were great. I agree with Joey on that, but the chicken is like a literal solvent. It is it's so salty, and if you don't get a drink, I don't think I wasn't able to finish it because I didn't have a drink. It was way too salty for me.
I think a lot of people considering this, they compare it to KFC. I know personally, I prefer Popeyes over KFC just because I used to be when it came to fried chicken, I just ate KFC, but I think I still would prefer Popeyes over it. I think the sides for Popeyes are very good, especially the mashed potatoes. I enjoy that a lot. I agree with Steven. I think it belongs in the delectable tier.
Wait, hold up. We should not just consider how the food tastes. It's also the customer service. And if you know anything about Popeyes customer service,
terrible.
Not the best.
So does that bump it down a tier?
I put it in decent.
I would say decent. I would say decent. The only reason, because the food isn't the best, customer service isn't the best, but the commercials. Oh my God, that is fire. Oh man. I'm waiting for that trap remix.
Now Wendy's, we're going when it comes to commercialism, and they're placed in the social media. They're an elevated bunch out of all the other. They're an elevated one out of the other fast foods. What do you guys think of the food? I haven't eaten Wendy's in Canada.
I haven't eaten anything on this list, basically, so I'm just gonna be quiet for the whole podcast.
Except for Subway. You like
Right.
Subway.
Okay, that's the exception.
We'll give the entire stage to you when it comes to Subway.
Thank you.
You can talk about every sub on their menu.
I've only had one.
You're one of those guys.
Nice.
He's got quite the palate,
Hey, Fran, the regular? Yes, the regular.
Regular. I'm not that confident when I go there. I'm like, get that one.
Nah, bro. When I like 2 years ago, when we were in the village before that, no, not 2 years ago. I think it was it last year too? Anyway, when they had that awful year 9 dance or whatever, and we were in the village, you were the most confident man alive when you walked up to the village Subway. You put your hands on the desk. You're like, I would like a steak and cheese on Italian. And then he was like, he was like shaking. He was nervous. He was intimidated. He's like, do you want it toasted? Yep, I want that thing toasted. And you destroyed that.
Fran radiates Chad energy.
Why did we skip to Subway?
Why did we skip to Subway?
We can do Subway right now. How do we feel?
Yeah, let's do Subway right. I think Subway is the only one of those that belongs in the top.
Okay. But have you guys tasted the Subway cookies?
Hold the phone.
Yeah,
Subway. In my opinion, Subway cookies. No. Subway cookies are good. I don't care what everyone else thinks.
No. In boarding, dude, they force fed. They force that down our throats every single time they bought cookies. It's always from Subways. to the point that's like sometimes like the first time I got cookies, oh sweet cookies, nice, we can eat some of these.
Albert, put
Dude,
Subway
like
down.
the third time that happened, I got so incredibly bored of their cookies. It actually tasted so
Okay, well, I
bad.
imagine
Okay,
like if you
hold on.
experience it too, like if you have that, then yeah, it would suck. But I
And, like,
personally
Steven,
think that yeah,
And Steven, like we're not talking about like small amounts here. They bought like I think rows of like 4 rows of
Oh,
20
God,
Subway
that's
cookies,
not great.
and it's.
I
That's
think
you
the-
do- you
upset.
do- Okay.
how
And
good.
what's even worse, right, is that it just rests there on the common room of boarding, so it got soggy. It got like it got like the texture doesn't even exist anymore at some point. So from my own opinion, Subway's great. I think Subway's pretty healthy. I think the sandwiches are pretty good. But cookies wise, I'm sorry. I'm never gonna be able to eat one of those ever again. Ever.
But
Okay,
I mean, I
okay.
feel like when you go to Subway, the cookie is optional, right? Like you can opt for nothing, you can opt for a bag of chips. I think that
Exactly.
Isn't
just
the cookie
going
like
by
$1?
the sandwiches are like the main course. So I think
It's
going by
literally
the sandwiches,
Subway.
which are decently healthy when compared to the other things on this list and are also, in my opinion, quite good. I think Subway is the only one that really qualifies for that top tier spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do
I'm
you
gonna.
I'm
agree?
neutral.
We're all drooling over our tables.
I mean,
Absolutely.
okay,
I'm,
I
I'm
mean,
thinking
Guys,
yeah.
guys, here's why Subway is S tier. It's because the pricing is good, right? Like some of these other
Yes,
fast
thank
foods,
you.
like you eat it, but you're not really full. Subway, you can pay like
Yes,
$2 and you're full.
exactly.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, they're
It,
for
it's perfect. Like I've had it so many times, like before or after hockey games. You can have it going out on a date. Like you can do anything. Subway's like perfect.
Wonderful date.
Subway on a date.
on
Um,
a
I don't
date.
think I'd want to carry my
I-
date
I
to a
think
that
Subway. Thank you.
that's a bit of a stretch. But
Nicholas
yeah, I
really wanted a
agree.
committed relationship right now, so I think we should take his word on it.
You can have it anywhere, guys. Like what date wants to pull up to like to Tim Horton and then they're like, oh my goodness.
I
like,
think a
you-
cafe stop isn't
shouldn't
that
have had-
bad.
Yeah,
Cafe stop.
dude, it's pretty
no,
cool.
no,
right?
no, Albert, you're pulling up. She's like, oh, I'm so excited. Like, where are we gonna go? And you pull up to a Tim Hortons.
How is Subway any different?
Okay.
Yeah, no. If you're trying to impress
The
someone,
only-
you don't show up to anything on this list. It's fast food.
Subway-
It doesn't even have
Subway-
coffee, bro.
I
No,
don't-
no.
You, if fast food is your idea of a
I mean-
romantic date, I don't think you're.
Yeah,
a
I don't
big
think
romantic.
anything on this list is like qualified.
Yeah, no, I don't think any romantic would, be
I mean,
swooned
I'm
at the
pretty-
Taco Bell or at the
Listen up.
A&W.
Listen up. I need to enlighten you fellers, okay? If there's one thing that I know about Subway that I like about like only I think Pizza Pit and Harvey's do this is they make the food in front of you. And you make it the way that you want, because if there's anything that you don't like about any of these other fast food joints, you like strictly has to say like, oh no, I don't want this. And then
Is this an
sometimes they
ad for
forget.
Subway.
No,
Make it
like
the way you want.
like there like there's like the meme that people are like, oh, I hate Subway, but like, bro, you literally made the sandwich. How could you hate it? Like, that's-
Okay.
Have
Here's
it
a-
your way.
Okay, here's a thought, okay? Why that actually might be worse. So this is American Subway, so it's kind of different, but their bread was so soggy, like everything was bad. The reason why it's worse is because you can see the terrible sandwich they're making in front of your face and you can't change it. Because the bread they choose is soggy, the tomatoes are rotten, right? And by the time they give it to you, you're like, damn, I gotta eat this. So in the same way, if it's bad, it could be worse.
All right, we
Like
spent
at
far
that point.
time on Subway. I think we should move on.
I'd say-
So where are we putting
Literally
Subway on the
drooling.
list?
I think
Decent.
Decent.
Like
Okay.
delectable. Delectable. I think
I
delectable.
think it's
Delectable.
fine with
It'd be
delectable.
why would
People have like,
I think Subway goes. I personally thought we'd go for drooling, but if popular opinion is delectable, I think
There's
that's
a
fair as
slight
well.
disagreement among the crew. So
Yeah.
I think delectable's fair. Delectable's fair. I'll go. I'll go with
Wendy's,
it.
how do we feel
does
about
anyone know how Wendy's taste like?
Yeah,
in Canada?
I've had Wendy's.
I will confess, I have basically never had Wendy's in my life.
I've had Wendy's thrice in my life. Thrice.
I think again the fries at Wendy's are pretty good,
Exactly. Yeah, that's the best part of them.
but
Man, I've
the
never
fries
tasted
are
these.
I'll
We
be
did-
honest. You know, like the meme where it's like eating spicy goodness like a boss.
Yeah.
From Wendy's, like Wendy's has given us Wendy's is it's like a giant meme, and I think that's like it fits in decent just because its fries and its memes are good.
Right, we'll put it in decent. Their Twitter account is also pretty fire.
Their Twitter account.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mentioned, right?
Taco Bell, can we put this in rather eat a solid brick?
Yes.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Moving on, A&W. I'd say
A&W.
A&W's S tier in my opinion.
No way.
S tier.
Their
No
fries are
S
pretty
tier,
good
S
actually.
tier.
I think I
Is
remember their
fries-
fries are
categorically
pretty
false.
good.
The fries are
Any
good.
fast food place that's like main food is burgers, 9 times out of 10 it's bad.
No,
Fast food
Steven.
burgers are
Steven, where do you live, man?
It's
Steven.
bad. No, I hold.
Steven.
I stand by what I say. I stand by what I say.
Steven.
Steven.
Fast food burgers suck. Like
Steven.
Steven.
absolutely suck. I'd
Steven.
rather
Fast food
eat
burgers
seaweed.
suck. What burgers aren't fast food? What burgers are you eating?
I mean, I make some. I make them at home using like Cajun spices and stuff. It is real. I think that's pretty
Well,
good. I
Steven.
think it can be
Yeah,
done. Fine.
fine.
Steven,
Yeah, what's up?
A&W, good. They have good burgers. They have good fries. They have good root beer that they can serve in like those big mugs.
Yeah, that's true.
The
burger's
delivery's
fine.
good. The service is good. The advertising's good.
And they have good
Their
Wi-Fi.
What's bad
advertising.
about
I
it?
think
And
their
they have good
advertising
Wi-Fi.
might be.
What's
a
even
bit
better?
of a stretch. That might
They're
be.
one of
Beyond Meat though. Beyond Meat, dude.
Yeah, Beyond Meat is so
Exactly.
good.
They're
You
one
have,
of the.
I guess,
leading-
yeah,
they're one of
like
the
you do
leading-
have that alternative. They do have Beyond Meat.
The only
But
downside is it can be a bit pricey. But besides
Yeah.
that,
Oh, we have
everything
Hungry
else
Hungry
is
fries
fries
good.
in
in
here.
I
Oh.
still think we put in my personal opinion, I'm in the minority as I know, but I think A&W goes in the second lowest tier and not Poggers.
No.
because-
I'm
No.
going drooling.
Yeah, drooling has to be like it's
Drooling,
It's a bit
I feel
overpriced.
like
It's so worth it.
there's a conspiracy because
No.
I've never had a good experience with A&W. I
Okay,
I've
think
but
it's-
always
is it
had
better
good
than
experiences.
Subway? That's
Wow.
the question.
Had it-
How is it better than
it's not.
Subway?
It's not better than Subway. I refuse to believe.
Right, is it better than Subway or is it?
No, no way.
No, it's above. It's above.
It's
above?
not above.
drooling.
It's not
We
above.
can
It's
either
drooling.
go flexible
No, it's
or
not. It's
gotta
not
go
above
in
Subway. It's
drooling.
not above Subway.
Okay,
It's not
how
above.
many people don't want it in drooling?
Me.
I have never had it before. I am
Yeah, so Francesco
ambivalent.
doesn't want it either. So that's like 2 out of 8. That's like.
That's
20.
not what I said. So it's 2 out of 8 because Jay and Steven.
What does A&W stand for?
We don't even have 8 people. We have 7 people.
Oh, we don't. Okay.
So 2
Alright,
out of
alright.
7.
Put that somewhere. So like,
But the majority rules that should be in drooling. So I think it should
All right,
be in
we'll
drooling.
put it.
ooh,
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go.
never tasted Five Guys.
I
neither.
might have had it when I was a child, but never again.
I haven't had it.
All right, so we should include this. Like
Nikolai, you
exclude that.
muted.
I'm pretty sure no one knows it.
Has anyone had Five Guys?
Okay,
I have
so
actually. I think Five Guys is decent. I'd put it in mid tier if that's where we put
Tier
Popeyes and
above or
Wendy's.
below Wendy's? Or
I put it above Wendy's, but not above Popeyes. It's okay. It's a very rare occurrence though. Like there's only a few I've seen and been to. So but from what I recall, it's pretty okay. The service is nice. The fries are pretty good.
But it doesn't really stand out. It's just like, oh, Five Guys, just another fast food, you know?
I feel like Five Guys is a bigger deal in the United States than it is
Yeah,
here.
for
It's like
sure.
it's like Chick-fil-A. Like it's a big deal there, but it's basically non-existent here. And also, of course, their branding isn't the most spectacular. Like most of these companies have
Their logo.
really
is
nice
just
logos,
Five
right?
Guys.
But Five Guys just doesn't. So
All right,
All right, now we're dealing with
McDonald's.
Mickey D's.
Okay.
okay,
So-
Steven, go ahead.
As a person that most times when I go to Dundas, I usually eat this. But no, actually, it got pretty like the only reason why I actually like McDonald's is because their drink, the drink that they provide, the size, I really, really like that. The fact that they can provide
size?
lemon
go to
tea,
McDonald's
the
because
fact that they can provide lemon tea in that large of a size, that's one of the biggest selling points for me.
Okay.
But their food is pretty boring. Fries also gets boring. The only reason I could make their fries interesting was using their barbecue dip sauce. That was only it. Their other sauce, I don't know, there's like different preferences for like sweetened sauce and barbecue, but like, yeah, the only reason why I usually the only way I can make their fries as interesting is if I dip it in their barbecue sauce. But after that, no, it gets really boring. In the end, I moved on into another option in this list later that I'll participate in. But I think McDonald's should deserve like decent, should be decent. Maybe not poggers, mostly decent.
I didn't have McDonald's for like at least 2 years. And then I had one like a few months ago and it wasn't terrible. like I expected worse because I didn't have McDonald's for 2 years, mainly because I didn't think it was good. And then I don't know, something changed. It wasn't terrible. I felt it was okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I've
not saying it's
actually-
terrible.
Wait,
It's just, you know.
Personally, I think it's not poggers because when you think about McDonald's, you want to eat it, but after you eat it, you just feel disappointed. Like that's
Mm.
my feeling
Yeah,
every
yeah,
single
that is
time.
true.
I agree with
That's true.
Jay. I feel like, yeah, no, I generally stay away from McDonald's. Not because it's the worst, because it's just not the worst of all the fast food places, but like just because I don't know, I'm just not a big fan person.
It's like the mid option, you know.
I
If
would
you
not
have like
put
a
it. I
better
would not
option, you would
put
choose
it in
it.
the same tier as Taco
Yeah,
Bell,
it's
but
like
I think
if
it
you-
deserves a not poggers. I agree.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I
like
do
when
want to
you're-
commend McDonald's for their tremendous work in kickstarting the American obesity crisis. I think that deserves a bit of recognition.
I mean,
Oh,
have you
dude,
guys
no,
seen
no,
that?
no.
Hear that?
But when it comes to
S tier, yeah.
McDonald's in America, though, it's like, dude, their sizes to give you a ridiculous like comparison of how just ridiculous they like throw away their drinks in there. You know, and I ordered a medium-sized drink in the
Right.
American McDonald's. I got the large size in Canada. That was how
Nice.
ridiculous it was. It was large. Like if that was medium, I'm terrified of how massive large is.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, no, but I still think that since from the Canadian in the case of Canada, I still think it's a not poggers.
Yeah,
In my
yeah.
opinion, if it was like super
Yeah.
large portions, that would actually make it lower in my eyes because
Yeah. it should be.
Yeah.
It should. I would
I
agree
think
with that.
not poggers is a good place to put it.
Yeah,
I
it's-
think I fully concur with that assessment.
Pita Pit. Has anyone had Pita Pit?
Nope.
No.
Although I actually have
Nope.
like been to their like international employee training center.
What? So
I
give us some insights, Stephen.
So
Yes,
basically,
please.
my sister, she's attending Queens. It's her first year. And we were, because my family owns like one of those like they own like a house there, so they rent it out to like students. And she was gonna move into one of the rooms, and we were helping her set up, moving her furniture, and that sort of thing. And then we just went out to we just went to get some lunch, and one of the places we saw was like the Pita Pits like internet like employee training center or something. We didn't go there because none of us had ever eaten there. We ended up getting like Tim Hortons, I think. But yeah, no, that's my experience. That's
Right.
the limit of my experience.
judge
with
it
that
based on-
fast food
Okay,
place.
so you gave us no information at all.
Yeah, no, I haven't the faintest idea what it's about.
I think then
So
we
we're
should just
not
put
putting
it
that
in
in there.
the bottom. In the
Yeah,
bottom.
just based on its reputation, we don't know a lot about it.
How about we base it off the logo?
I assume it's
Based it
because
off the
it's not
logo, I
very good.
agree.
That doesn't change the rank where it's
That
being
does
Logo,
not
placed.
change the rank.
I hate the
agree.
combination
That's
of
the
red and
hands
boring.
down the worst logo. of the
Absolute
bunch.
boring.
Do we
Worst
put it
logo of the
above
bunch.
Taco Bell?
No, I
No.
think it's below
Mm,
because
no.
that logo is so abominable.
Yeah.
All right,
Next,
Harvey's.
Harvey's.
Harvey's, okay, my anti-burger sentiment is coming back to haunt me because once again I have not had a good experience with Harvey's, like very rarely at least.
Harvey's is
Similar
just
to
even, I
Getaway,
think you're
though.
biased with every single burger place, you know?
Yeah, I except for Five Guys apparently. But nah, but
Harvey's
yeah,
is
I don't
just
know.
very
I'm just
forgettable.
maybe there's like a grand conspiracy that's been following me.
Yeah, I don't think Harvey
Um,
stands out. I think with like A&W, it's like you remember it tastes unique, right? Like it's something that you remember and you might want to go back to.
Yeah.
Harvey's is just like it's a burger joint.
Yeah, plus A&W, like of course they've got like their branding is so iconic. Like A&W root beer is an icon, right? But like you don't see like any iconic Harvey's foods. So
Are we
Yeah.
thinking a strong 5 out of 10?
I would put it in not poggers, but I think decent
Yeah.
not poggers that
Yeah, not
range.
poggers.
Yeah, I think it's
I
the
think-
same in McDonald's as like it's if you're in a food court with a bunch of fast food restaurants and you see Burger King, KFC, Subway, A&W, and all of these other restaurants, it's like, would you rather go to those restaurants or go to McDonald's and Harvey's? You know,
Like I'd much rather.
that's how I
take-
see it. So that's
Yeah,
why I
like
would put it in not.
Kind of like the
poggers.
medium choice. If you
I
don't have
think
it
the
or the line's too
middle
Like
of
long,
if
go
it's
to
the only
Harvey's.
choice, I feel like our grading system, like not poggers is like if it's the only choice and you're hungry, take it. But like if there's more choices, you'll go for
So
something
you
else
would
generally.
rather starve? Okay, so it's better.
Like
to
I'd rather
not
like
starve than-
if I wasn't like I mean if you're like of course if you're like actually like really hungry then I wouldn't mind, but like I feel like the bottom tier is like just don't eat there, and then the second lowest tier is just like eat there if there's no other options, but otherwise you'd traditionally eat at one of the higher places.
I think if
Okay,
Nick-
okay, but have we like why is Taco Bell so bad? We haven't explained that yet.
It's-
No
Wait,
one's
is it-
had enough experience there.
Wait. Is it? Do they make one of those burritos that's like pretty like? Do they make burritos?
they make tacos, bro.
I would assume they make
I know,
tacos, but I'm not
they do,
entirely
but like,
sure.
do they also sell burritos?
I'm pretty
Because
sure
I
they
think I might have
do.
an experience.
I think they do have burritos there. They have like the crunch wraps and stuff.
The Crunch Wrap Supreme, bro. That sounds so disgusting. Like, I don't
No,
know.
when you think about it, it sounds really good. It's literally like a fajita with like all of the meat and toppings and
And then, like,
everything, and then they put like
burritos on
chips in the middle so
Yeah,
that when you
why?
eat it, it's crunchy.
That
It
seems
doesn't
so-
sound bad.
That sounds
It doesn't sound amazing, but it doesn't sound
Actually-
horrible.
okay. But have any one of us actually had Taco Bell?
Yes, and here is why I think it's the worst here. It's because after you
Okay,
eat
so
the
why are we
tacos,
debating this, bro? It's already the worst tier.
yeah, Jay. Why did you ask us to justify its low tier and then tell us, oh yeah, it's low tier?
Okay,
No,
okay,
because
okay,
the
okay.
only person
because
with
but let's
like,
experience.
listen
it's
to
not
him
fair
now.
for me to only put my input, right? And we never
Let's
really
listen
talked
now.
about why it's the worst tier, anyways. But why?
Okay,
what-
let's hear it
J-
then.
Okay,
Yeah, let's
so
do it then.
so
Jay,
from
give
my
us your
experience,
PhD
after you eat
dissertation.
Taco Bell, it feels like you haven't eaten anything. Like the food is air. That's just my experience.
Yeah, I think I've seen their portions and they seem very small.
Yeah, then
Fair.
that's not.
I still think Taco Bell deserves that
Okay,
bottom slot.
We
Have
gotta
we concluded that Harvey's is in
Harvey's
not
is not
August?
poggers.
Not
I
poggers, not
think I
poggers.
think we have. I
Poggers?
think
below
that's
or
right. That's
above McDonald's.
I think it's below
Abo-
McDonald's.
Below
I'm
McDonald's.
neutral. I'm
McDonald's.
neutral. Okay.
All right, we'll put it below McDonald's. I don't know what this is. Pizzailo?
Yep.
I think I've seen it before.
Just keep it there then. I don't think we know.
We'll
If
put it
we should
above.
like make like a different tier for like ones where we lack sufficient input to like
Uh,
properly assess.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay.
Is there no way to add
You can, but you have to like customize it, and that like takes time. So
Okay,
Yeah,
then
it's
let's just leave
fine.
it there.
Yeah, let's
Then
just
leave it there.
we can
Right.
like
Yeah.
come back to it later. Okay.
Hey,
Alright,
I-
KFC. This one's
I think
anyone eat a
decent.
KFC?
Decent. I'm thinking. I don't eat. I haven't. I've
Sure.
barely
I think
eaten
we
there
should
again.
compare KFC to Popeyes just because what they sell is very similar. Do we think it's like above or
That's-
below Popeyes?
below,
Can't-
in my
Below,
opinion.
below.
I like Popeyes. I like the way Popeyes like does things a little bit better. But
And
I think-
someone
I still
tell
just, like,
me why, when I came back from my laptop restarting, Pita Pit is in would rather eat a brick.
because
Oh,
the
Nicola,
logo
do you
looks
have any
garbage and
input?
none of us.
Do
the
you have
logo
any
looks-
input?
None
the
of us
logo
have
looks
been to
bad and
Pita
none of us
Pit.
have
Pita
actually
Pit-
eaten there.
Pita Pit is better than Subway. It is
Oh.
so good. Like it
We'll
obviously
trust
like it
your
might
word
it,
for it.
like
Okay,
honestly,
so I guess we're gonna
it
take
might be
Nicola's word
indecent,
for it
though.
because he's the only guy with like
It's
experience.
either
Okay.
it's either indecent or delectable. I would put it indecent just because it's a bit overpriced.
Oh,
Compared to
That's fair.
Subway.
Though. Why is
That's
it?
fair.
Why is it? What's the good selling point of them?
Like what's so good is that like they have quite the same options. Like they might have a little less options, but like they give you like the proportions are much better in my opinion. Like I don't know, I prefer eating a pita better than a sub, but like the prepared food is a lot better and it's a lot less processed. So it's pretty epic. I guess that's why it's more expensive, but I'd still put it in either decent or delectable.
I'd
Given-
actually put
given our
Pizza
search-
YOLO at a higher rank. It's actually pretty good. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I've been
we
there.
should put the rest of our stuff in the middle tier just so we can create a very nice image.
Okay.
Okay, let's.
all right, thanks.
Um,
happened there.
okay, so having
Nah,
That was
nah,
a
nah, nah.
terrible
having
joke. I'm so sorry.
sculpted our
We're cutting that. All right, nice. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Pizzas, that was next.
I believe so.
Okay.
Not poggers.
I agree.
No,
I think
it's-
as pizza places go, it's the worst of the bunch.
Yes.
Okay.
I hate.
As a sole experience, as I experienced pizza solely from the LD. Nah.
It's not good.
That's the LD though. Have you been
That's
to
the
the
LD.
actual pizza?
yeah.
Pizza?
I've like
I didn't think it made a difference.
It's really different. It's really
it?
healthy
different.
pizza.
It
I
is-
think
it is
I put
really
it
different,
in rather eat a solid brick, but the actual pizza that isn't whole wheat, that's just like
I'd say it's above McDonald's and not
think-
Poggers.
I agree with Joey because
Yep.
it's a pizza place. Like you can't really go that wrong with pizza, but at the same time, as the pizza places go, it's probably the worst.
I think
of
the
all of them.
proportions of their pizza are terrible. There's like sometimes there's
Proportions?
cheese.
Why
The
is there no
bread is
Pizza Hut and Domino's in here? Damn.
The
That,
bread is too dry. It's too thick. There's way too much cheese. It's like not enjoyable.
I don't think it's better than
Yeah.
McDonald's though. Like McDonald's, like you
yeah,
can eat it,
I
right?
kind of agree with Jay.
Really?
I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
think-
okay with either, but I
I
still
don't
think
think
I think it's ahead of Harvey's
Harvey's
for
pizza
sure. At
pizza.
least it's ahead of Harvey's.
Really, I think Harvey's is okay compared to Pizza.
No, I think I would put Pizza above Harvey's.
Yeah.
I don't mind
At-
putting
at
it below
least above
McDonald's,
Harvey's.
but
Okay.
Quiznos.
Quiznos, I think
Never had
is
it.
I've
Never
I've
had
had
it.
it.
Never had
I've
it.
had it. It's a sub place unless I'm thinking of the right place, I hope, but if I remember correctly, it's a sub place. Its subs are very good. I will not say as good as Subway, but I do think it belongs below Subway in delectable, in my opinion. And has anyone else had any experience there?
I'd say
Nope.
decent. I'd say decent. It's not
Yeah,
as good
really
as
is the
Pita Pit or
Subway
Subway.
DNA.
I'm looking at the
Yeah.
website. It looks pretty bougie.
Yeah, no, I think it belongs below Subway in delectable. I don't think
Below
it's
Subway.
yeah, not quite at Subway, but it's around there. Plus, they have the same like genre of food. So,
Genre.
Yeah.
Genre.
Okay.
Yeah.
Burger King.
Burger King. I have never had Burger King.
I want to
I had
have
it.
Burger King though.
It
I
left
wa-
an
I've
impression
never
on
had
me.
it.
One of their
One-
best burgers was double barbecue beef rasher, and it actually made like I remembered it precisely because when we were in boarding, right? Usually the common things that we order is either Domino's, Pizza Hut, or like while the other places are much harder to order because like they're a little bit farther, so it's a little bit more expensive for delivery fee and stuff, right? I realized once I actually saw a different one. I learned that you can actually order Burger King. So I was like, I was curious. I wanted to taste a different, fast food, a different fast food place. So, I was like, oh, maybe I should order some Burger King. Their barbecue beef rasher definitely left an impression on me. It made me actually remember the name of the food, remember the name of the menu, and made me eat it here. Even though in here it's much smaller, in there's a little bit bigger. But I
still
think
can't tell what you're saying. Barbecue beef what?
barbecue beef rasher. It's really good. Really, really good.
Rasher?
Yeah, barbecue beef rasher. If you search the
So
burger,
Like a red patch on your skin.
oh, well, yeah, but no, it's like bacon and beef, and doesn't double. They have like double the beef patty. So that was
But
yeah, it was
why
the
rasher
time.
though?
Why
Why does
rasher?
no
that cause
idea.
chafing?
What is rasher?
they're
How do you spell it?
Okay,
RASHER.
I searched up. It is a
Literally
real
like a
thing.
rash.
Okay, no,
okay, just
the
search
one-
it up.
Okay,
No, the one good thing about Burger King is when you're driving on the highway to drive to like Ottawa or Montreal, those on the go stations, they always have a Burger King, and it's like that's one of the places that you
Usually I
stop
have
to.
yeah,
A&W.
it's a good staple, but at those I think they're called on.
Yeah, the en routes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the en routes though, I think there's better options. Like they have the market's way too overpriced, but they usually have Tim Hortons, which in my opinion is better than
No,
Burger King.
no.
No,
There's no way Tim Hortons is better.
Tim
than-
Hortons is
Nah, Jay,
I
Tim
think
Hortons is
Tim
actually
Hortons
really
is
good.
one
You
of
got what?
the best. on
And
this
you guys
list.
call yourselves Canadian? Wow.
Yeah, no, you can't.
No, no, like
You cannot
Tim
do that.
Hortons-
to
I'm
Tim
not
Hortons.
Canadian, by the way.
Everything. Okay. Save for maybe the sandwiches. All like the small menu items at Tim Hortons are very good. The
Yeah, no,
Exactly,
Tim
yeah.
Hortons is,
really
I
good.
think Tim Hortons definitely belongs to the top tier. I'm not sure if that's a popular opinion or if that's like kind of 50-50, but
Or on
I
Burger
think
I
that
King,
like
man.
agree with Steven. I
I
think,
think that
it belongs to top tier.
I'd say
And
above
they're
A&W
cheap
even,
too,
but
right?
just
That's
me.
their selling
It's
point.
cheap
They're
as well,
so
yeah.
affordable.
Tim-
they
Tim
are
Hortons
so
has, like,
It's
the
affordable.
so
cheapest
yeah, I
I
agree.
have
It's so
chicken noodle
affordable. The
soup for the
donuts are
rest
like
of my
80
life.
cents. Like that's super.
My
good.
parents actually like the first time we came to Canada, my parents screamed at how cheap Tim Hortons is compared to other cafes. It was like every time we wanted a cafe, we wanted a breakfast option. There was a Tim Hortons like right beside our apartment when we first arrived. We always eat there. Almost
Yeah.
like every day, we almost always eat there because of it's cheap, the taste is acceptable, and the coffee is pretty good.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like they have a great selection as well. Like they have so many very good options. Like they have the donuts, the bagels, the
Breakfast sandwiches.
yeah,
you
the
could get
breakfast sandwiches, the wraps,
the paninis.
ice
They have good
caps.
The paninis are
Paninis,
so
chili.
The
good.
paninis are on another level.
They
Yeah,
are
the
so
ice
good.
caps.
the chili's okay, and the drinks are good. Like I feel like overall, it's a Canadian brand. It's an icon in this country, and I feel
Actually
like
now
it deserves
American.
that top tier. The top tier, I mean.
Okay, so where we're putting Burger King again?
Oh,
logo-
I think it should be like
aesthetically
in
pleasing. So
decent.
delectable.
I think
Should be
Burger King
delectable.
belongs above Five Guys in decent.
Above.
Yeah,
It's
I'm not
above
mad with that.
McDonald's and it's above Five Guys. Probably somewhere around Wendy's ish for me.
Is it really
I think we put it
worse than
exact middle of
KFC?
decent. They're a
Nah, I
steak.
don't think it's worse than KFC though.
Because
No.
KFC in Canada is really not good in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
We're putting
Yeah.
it above KFC.
Okay.
Okay.
Manchu Wok.
What
I
is
have
that?
Never heard of that
Never heard of
place.
that.
I've heard of this. I think it's like an Asian food place or something.
It's a brick. It's a brick for me.
No, guys, listen. I think I've had like Manchu Wok once, but it's
And it's
very
a brick.
similar to like the other Asian food court restaurants that you see.
And it's a brick.
Portions are massive, bro. For
You
what
mean like Thai Express and stuff like that?
Oh,
Or like
Like
Pan-
Express
is
is
it like
large.
Panda
That's
Express?
Brick.
like those boxes?
I agree
would
with
have,
Nicola.
like-
I think we just brick it. We don't.
No,
have
it's
enough
also
experience.
large.
No, 'cause-
Albert, bricks are large too. Okay,
No,
I'm
no,
seeing
no,
a
no.
nice correlation here.
The bang for your buck that you're getting is insane.
The bang
if
for my
the
buck.
food quality, if the food quality is bad, Albert, then
The
you're just
food
getting
quality's
more
okay.
bricks. You know.
If
Guys,
I wanted
I
to
think-
bang
I've
I
my
also
think-
had
buck,
Manchu Wok, and I can
We'll
attest
put
the
it at
food
the
quality
bottom
is
of
just
Dot
normal
Water.
Asian food court, quality. You can eat it. It's not very good, but it's okay.
You get
So-
a lot of food for your price. A lot. Like, you know, like those cartons that you get that they
No.
split into sections?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Ever seen that?
Oh.
they're shaped like bricks, right?
I think
Like-
Nicola's very.
Nicholas is a
closed-minded.
very-
Set on the brick mentality.
It's a-
Yeah.
I remember. Steven,
Oh,
you said you eat
that's a shame.
quite a lot of smoked poutineery. How do you feel about it?
Big
it was-
big fan. That is a Quebecois.
It was big,
brand.
actually.
It
Yeah,
originated,
okay.
It originated from a young Quebecois man's dream to have a poutineery, and it became
You
a
know,
large successful.
Irish-
Actually,
Well, okay. Truth be told, Steven, I did eat there once. It was because it was in the airport, and it was the first time we arrived in Canada. We eat
Oh, yeah.
here. It was pretty good.
yeah.
It was not bad actually.
Well,
But,
here's the. Well, yeah, sure. You continue. You continue.
But yeah, sorry. But I think the one that troubles me a little bit is the price. I think, if I remember correctly,
Yeah,
it's the
that's
price.
true. I
pretty
feel like the
expensive.
food is, as fast food goes, it's one of the best, but the price is high. I've actually got a super funny story about that. So I was in northern France with a UCC funded trip actually about for like visiting Canadian battle sites of World War One, and we were in the town of Amiens, and we were like supposed to go get dinner for ourselves. And we were like looking around debating which restaurant to like go to, and they were all in French and we didn't recognize any of them. And then like on like the corner of one of like a block, there's just a random smoked poutineery with like Canadian flags everywhere. We're like, oh yes, our homeland, we shall eat there. and we ate there, and it was really good. So
Their sizes is good though, but their prices pricey, a little bit pricey.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Where do we think?
super
I
overpriced.
put it delectable. I put it at
Delectable?
around Quiznos. I think it's equal to
I prefer
Quiznos
the
in
later
terms-
option here. If
I
you guys
think-
know which the later option is.
New York fries.
Yeah, I prefer them. a
New
hell of a
York
lot.
fries is good. It's just way overpriced. Way
I guess we
No,
can-
it's
overpriced.
not.
I've
It
never
is
had New York
$10,
fries. I
right?
can't really put any input in.
It's
What?
not bad.
You're paying for fries. You shouldn't be paying over $5.
Yeah, I think New York fries is
Like $5.99, right?
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys know? Like, it's sauce poutine also, right?
Yeah, but that's still
Just because it has
fries.
poutine doesn't make it,
It doesn't-
unpriced.
Yeah,
No,
just
but
because
I-
it's
I-
poutine
it's-
doesn't mean you can charge $15 for a bowl of it. Like
They have
What?
like Costco.
I don't think
bacon
they charge 15 bullets.
at
I'm
$5.
no, I'm over exaggerating, but still, like
I think
if
that's more
there's
like bricks.
if
but-
they're selling like mediocre poutine for $10 per serving, like think about it.
So it's
in my
just
opinion,
not poggers.
in my opinion, right? They're not mediocre. I actually prefer them a lot. It was instead of like that was the actually alternate option I go on instead of McDonald's now. Whenever I go downtown again, I always eat there. Never got bored of it actually. It tasted really good. I think the fact that I don't know. I think every place sells their food warm because it's fast food. But like I prefer them a lot.
Okay,
Even
so
though like they
it's decent, but it's not high ranking decent.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Five Guys then.
Yeah, it's better than
Yeah.
Five Guys.
It's got yeah,
Are
it's
we
better. It's better.
intentionally trying to like make this?
Because I think like New York fries, if their entire brand is selling fries, then you shouldn't be able to compare them to like
I mean,
other fast food restaurant fries.
This is
if
why
you're
we
getting
need
the
to
exact
have
same thing.
we need to have two sub tiers in decent, because like we're saying like, oh, like New York fries is
Nah,
better
I
than
like our-
Wendy's, but Wendy's is better than this, but Wendy's is also better than this. Like we need to I wish we had two.
I personally am a massive fan of our delightful bell curve, so I think. we
Yeah, I
should
like
keep it.
this
The
normal
bell curve.
distribution.
What's the standard deviation, Stephen?
3.
Cap.
I do not know what the correct answer is. I just made it up.
Joey, you're good at calculus. What's the
Yeah,
standard
Joey, you're an
deviation?
HL. Tell us.
no.
That doesn't make any sense what you just said, but okay.
We cannot count that.
What do you mean? The standard
So
deviation of
I
a
think
bell
I think
curve?
we should stop being nerds and start doing Pizza Nova.
Pizza Nova.
Pizza Nova. I think it's better. It definitely is
Interesting.
better than Pizza Pizza. So I don't
Yes.
think we can put
Pizza
it.
Nova is
anywhere.
the best pizza.
Best-
No,
fast food place.
no,
No, I have to
No,
disagree. I have to
no.
disagree.
It's not
Domino's
the
is
best, but it's
better.
up there.
Best,
Domino's
best
is the
pizza
best.
place is either Little Caesars or Domino's. Without
I-
Domino's is the
it's
best.
Oh yeah, Domino's.
Domino's,
Domino's, yeah, 'cause, like,
crazy.
Neither is
I feel like Domino's has like a lot less grease in their pizzas
Yeah.
and like
What?
I don't
yeah.
know. When I
Domino's
had
is
Domino's,
Greece.
I ordered
No.
Domino's when I was in Montreal, and it was not the best. Maybe it's just different in Quebec, but it was
It's
not
regional.
very good.
In Canada,
It's regional.
I literally had Domino's like 2 weeks ago. Like I forget why, but like I had Domino's and it tasted so much better. Like it was like the best pizza I had in like the past like year. And I haven't had that many for granted, but like honestly, but like pizza for me, pizza every time that I've had it, the crust is so crispy and nearly burnt, and I just
Yeah.
don't like that.
Okay, what about Pizza Nova though?
No,
I
that's what
put it
that's what
in-
I'm saying about Pizza Nova. Domino's crust is fine. Pizza Nova for me is like borderline burnt.
But is it better than
Wait,
Pizza
wait,
Pizza?
wait, what?
Yes, it's better than Pizza Pizza.
Okay,
Okay,
there you go.
so
Shut it
below
down.
McDonald's or above McDonald's?
Okay, but here's the thing: Pizza Nova is like childhood memories. Like that's the thing you get.
No,
from your,
no.
Yes, every Friday
What?
you get that for your school, right?
No,
What?
pizza is nostalgic for me, and it's still in not poggers. So I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
I can't
Bad
have mercy.
nostalgia
had
for
Pizza
me.
Pizza as a kid.
I don't have nostalgia at pizza places. I have nostalgia at places like Tim Hortons and Pita
Yeah.
Pit and Subway. Like they're not even close.
Okay, we
Okay,
literally
Pizza
ignored.
YOLO.
Yeah,
Pizza
what is that, Joey?
I put it up there. It's not bad.
No. Every year during Jazz Night, Julian, Kelly, and I, and sometimes Oliver Rebanks, we always go to Pizzaiolo for dinner, and we always get like 2 slices each because it's so good. Like honestly, like it's not better than Domino's, but it is better than Pizza and Pizza Nova. For me, it's like somewhere decent for me. Like
Mhm.
like if someone
Agreed.
said, hey, you want to go to Pizzaiolo, I'd be yeah, fine, I'll pay. But like if someone's like, you want to go to Pizza, I'd be like, what about Pizzaiolo? Like
Would you go to Wendy's instead of Pizza Yolo?
no
We're
no
thinking above or below 5.
like I would want to put it in delectable, but it's not at the same level as Quiznos and Subway for me.
Yeah, too.
I think we put it mid decent below. Do we
Yeah.
put it, let's put it there. I think that's fair.
Middle
Yeah,
of the
it's
bell
not bad.
curve.
Yeah, exactly.
You.
And the
DQ.
final. oh,
Best ice cream.
Best
Hey,
ice
yeah.
cream
The blizzards,
ever.
DQ
Yeah.
blizzards, phenomenal.
Okay,
DQ
no,
They
like
also have
cake,
Guys,
DQ
in
like
terms of ice cream though, I don't know if you guys have been. It isn't a chain brand. There is an ice cream store in Streetsville that is so good.
what's it called?
Murphy's. It's so good.
Never heard of it.
I used to live like near Streetsville, and every time I had the opportunity to go there in the summer, I always went there. It was
No, no,
so good.
Albert,
But
have you
how's this related to DQ?
We're talking about ice cream.
Yeah,
Albert,
where were
Just wanted to
just
share my
just to anyone, I need you to speak up. Has anyone here had Sweet Jesus ice cream?
Oh yeah,
No.
that's really good.
It's so good. Like it's
You know,
it's in Sherway Gardens, but the malls are closed, so I can't get it anymore. So I go to DQ. But it's
Yeah.
so
There's a
good.
place-
It's there's some better places though. I know of some places, I forget what it's called, but like one of my
Um,
friends from my old school's parents owned it. It's like near it's just on St. Clair West. It's really good.
Is it called?
There's
Oh,
some bias
that
there.
actually reminds me. There's like Joey, you live near me, so you've probably heard of it. But there's a phenomenal ice cream place, like near where I live called Dutch Dreams.
Oh, that's what it's called. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I know the people that
ice
own
cream
it.
there is like actually high.
Yeah,
level.
it's next level.
It's so good, but yeah, no, it's not it's just like a one place.
Yeah, I
so
think
it
the
is-
only thing that sets DQ apart is that it's a chain brand and you're able to get it at multiple locations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like in terms of like
yeah,
in
like
terms
there's
of-
other good ice cream brands that are much better ice cream quality and like have good variety and stuff. But the only thing that sets it apart is it's like how convenient it is.
I can.
It should be like decent-ish, maybe.
No,
I feel
no,
like
for me,
I feel like the stark divide of DQ is that it's desserts and those kinds of things are like top tier, but like it's actual conventional food, no one wants it. Like no one, you don't go to
That's true.
DQ for actual food, even though that is technically the point of it.
but like, am I wrong when I say that, like, in my opinion, at least, I can go to Dairy Queen anytime throughout the year and it still slaps. Like, I can go in the dead of February because I have, and I've gotten the dead of January this year.
Yep.
And it still slaps
Oh,
as
Yeah,
hard
but
as
I
it
don't
does.
know if I can compare it to other fast food
I
restaurants.
say we
Mm-mm.
put it in decent. If it was
Because I
just
never
de-
tasted their other
yeah.
food.
if
except
it
for
was
the
just
ice cream.
dessert, if it was just desserts, it would be absolute top. If it was
Easily,
just like
yeah.
conventional food, it would be absolute bottom. I think we just put it in middle because
It's
the two kind of
split.
cancel
It's
out.
split, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not mad with that.
I'm liking this bell curve now.
There we go. That should be
Wait,
that.
wait.
I think that's-
Just one more thing about the New York fries. I don't think it's fair for us to like say New York fries is better than Dairy Queen if it only provides fries, right? Like I feel like
Yeah, that's what I said
That's
before.
so
If you're
over-
charging
but they
only
tasted
fries,
good,
it should be
though.
better than other places. If you're only
Yeah,
But they
selling
taste
fries,
good. They
your fries
specialize
should
for
be
that
next
thing, right?
level.
They are though. They're pretty good.
They're not exceptional to the point where you're like, I'm gonna take time out of my day since I want fries to go all the way to New York fries, you know?
Well, I guess so.
So is this our final tier?
I agree with the list.
I
Does anyone
don't
have any?
understand this list at all, so I'm just gonna go with you guys.
Does anyone have any things that they disagree with?
final thoughts before we conclude?
there's so many Canadian fast food restaurants we left out, like Beaver Tails, right? Beaver
Oh,
Tails.
that's nice.
And what's that donut place that we have at school? The Krispy Kreme, right?
Krispy Kreme.
Oh,
yeah.
That's more American though.
Yeah,
Like more of
Yeah,
an American
That's like.
brand.
Is it
Right.
fast food though?
yeah. I don't know if I would consider it fast food. It's just like
Donut.
large chain food, like
Uh-huh.
cheap large chain food. Because it's not like if you're going out and you need something to eat while you're like after if you're on a jazz trip, would you really go to a Krispy Kreme instead of like a Subway?
Yes.
You know,
For
it's like
me,
not a
no.
meal. It's not an
No.
actual restaurant.
Not really filling either.
Yeah.
But and like this is like maybe shouldn't be on here because I'm not sure if it's American or not. But when it comes to burgers and overall fast food, Burger Priest is like somewhere in my podium spot. Like it
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
it doesn't have the best fries, but like they're good enough that like the proportions that they give you are really good.
I've never had it, so
It's
I
Yeah.
can't.
honestly,
Yeah.
Joey,
input.
I'm gonna need you to go on Uber Eats and order it sometime this year.
Yeah,
It
some
is-
random fast food joints.
yeah, when we all hang out this summer, like you can count on me for ordering Burger Priest on Uber Eats. Like it's so good, guys. It's so good. You need to try it.
Well, thank you everyone for watching. This is the final tier list in the podcast club's opinion of fast food restaurants in Canada. Leave a comment if you think we got anything wrong, and we'll see you next time.